I've fallen for stranger and cigarette light, for the way confidence dances when she walks by. Somewhere danger, like designer perfume. Some speak soft enough to rearrange a room. And maybe I stare a second too long, like a man trying to memorize art before it's gone. But beauty was never something to conquer, only something holy enough to ruin me a little. Oh, don't call me reckless for noticing magic. Most people pass miracles every day. Yeah. I'm a lover of women, guilty as charged. Not just the body, but the storm inside it. I'm a lover of women, guilty as charged. If admiration's a sin, then write my name beside it. But desire without respect is just hunger in disguise. I've been destroyed by a smile at midnight, by eyes that promised nothing and still stayed for weeks. Some women leave lipstick on your collar, others leave philosophies in the way you speak. And I don't confuse wanting with deserving. That's where boys become dangerous men, because a heart is not a prize for persistence. And no still means no, no matter how beautiful she is. I'm not collecting faces, I'm collecting moments where the world felt brighter. Every woman I've met carried the universe differently. Some like wildfire, some like jazz at 2 a.m. Some like poetry that understands your worst parts without trying to fix them. And maybe that's my cry, loving the existence of women too honestly to hide it. I'm a lover of women, guilty as charged. Not just the mirror, but the soul behind it. I'm a lover of women, guilty as charged. And if charm is dangerous, then let the verdict find me. Because the rarest thing in this world is being admired without being reduced. So if I look at you like I'm listening to music, don't be afraid of it. Some people destroy beauty when they touch it. I only wanted to say thank you for existing in a world that needed more of you.
Filled the shelves with pretty things, silver frames and painted walls. But every night felt cold between us, like love stopped speaking down the hall. I said I miss you, in small ways, in tired eyes and quieter smiles. You kissed my forehead like a routine, then disappeared inside your life. It's not the dinners, not the plans, it's the way you stop noticing my silence. I don't need a castle, I need you to see me. Soft hands instead of saving schemes. I don't need a castle, I need you to see me. Hold my heart like breaking glass in your sleep. Not gold, just you. You ask me what I want on birthdays. I say stay close when I fall apart, but you keep buying beautiful distractions while I'm begging for your heart. And flowers don't mean much at midnight, when the person giving them feels far away. Love isn't measured by what you carry home, but by what's willing to stay. Be gentle, that's all I ever wanted. Because when I'm angry, I'm overwhelmed, and when I'm quiet, I'm disappearing. You tried so hard to fix the damage without noticing you were the storm. And the loneliest feeling in the world is being loved without being understood. I don't need a castle, I need you to see me. Soft hands instead of heavy dreams. I don't need a castle, I need you to see me. Let me like you, hear the things I cannot speak. Not gold, just you. So put down the future you built in your head and sit with me here while my heart still opens. Because one day love gets tired of translating itself. I used to leave your calls unanswered, like tomorrow had endless time. You were the calm inside my chaos, a steady hand I never tried to hold tight. Now every room repeats your absence, like a ghost learning how to breathe. Funny how the heart stays blind until it loses what it needs. I kept running from the signs, trying not to say your name. But every road I ever took curved back to you the same. Only now I understand you were the pulse beneath my skin. Losing you turned every mirror into truth and showed me who I've always been. If time could break and fold again, I'd crawl through beside the window, but somehow your eyes still stay. And every maybe later that I whispered built the distance day by day. I thought luck would wait forever, like the moon waits for the tide. But forever has a cruel way of leaving people behind. Maybe love was never fragile. Maybe I was just afraid, because the hardest thing about losing you is knowing I'm the reason you had to fade. And if forgiveness has an echo, I hear it every night. But regret is a lonely language, spoken only after goodbye. If you hear this somewhere far beyond me, I hope the world is kind to your heart, because losing you didn't destroy me. It finally taught me what love really was.
If I can't stand beside your fire, let me be the warmth left in your clothes. If I can't be the voice that finds you, let me be the silence that feels like home. I stopped asking heaven for endings. Some loves are softer when unseen, like moonlight touching the ocean, without needing to be remembered by it. Distance decides where our bodies belong, but love was never built to be owned. I'll be the name you never have to say, the prayer your tired heart keeps anyway. I'll be the name you never have to say. If loving you means walking out unseen, then I'll disappear and call it grace. Keep keep your memory in quiet places, between sleepless nights and morning rain. And every dream I buried for us still blooms somewhere inside the pain. If my absence makes your world lighter, then absence becomes my gift. Because love is not the hunger to be chosen. Sometimes it is choosing not to resist. They call it losing someone, but losing asks for bitterness. And I could never hate the hands that once held my breaking heart so gently. So if your smile belongs to another life, let it shine without my shadow near it. Because the purest form of love is wanting someone's happiness, even when it has erased you from the picture. I'll be the name you never have to say, the prayer your tired soul keeps anyway. I'll be the name you never have to say. And if your peace begins where I must stand, then let me aim beautifully. So live your life in color, laugh loudly under brighter skies, and I will stay where forgotten things go. Not lonely, just grateful I once existed in your light. For you, I emptied every sacred part of me. For myself, I kept the rooms. I built a cathedral out of silent devotion, marble prayers beneath a collapsing sky. Every candle carried your name in the dark, even after you stopped answering the light. And still I waited, like winter waits for branches to forgive the snow, certain that love, if made holy enough, could survive being carried alone. But endings rarely arrive like thunder. Sometimes they leave quietly, like God stepping out of a room without closing the door. I will carry this love even if you don't, through the ruins chose another horizon to wake beneath, another life to soften your shadows, and I chose the unbearable privilege of remembering you completely, because forgetting would feel too much like betrayal, and loving you was the closest thing I have ever known to faith. I am not the ending of your story, not even the chapter that changed your life. I am merely the man who loved you beyond usefulness, the one who stayed loyal long after hope stopped asking him to. And perhaps that is tragedy, to give your soul to someone who never realized they were holding it. I will carry this love, even if you don't. Like a hymn with no congregation left to sing it, I will carry this love, even if you don't. And if devotion is a wound that never closes, then let me bleed beautifully until my final breath. Let the world call me foolish for kneeling beside a memory, but some loves are too sacred to be measured by whether they stayed. And when my life is finally quiet, when every longing leaves my body, yours will be the last name, still echoing